All right, so boom, go through the last chapter of Genesis.
Yes. The last chapter of Genesis was chapter 2. So chapter 1 was the creation of Earth. Chapter 2 is basically a deeper dive into that, specifically into the creation of man and woman. It starts off with God basically saying there's no one here to work the ground. And then he creates Adam out of dust. He breathes into his mouth, breathes life into him, basically. And then he puts Adam into the Garden of Eden. In this garden, we have these two trees, which are important in this chapter.
Important, yes.
So we have the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. We just get that little snip and then we kind of just move on. And they describe in that chapter how the garden is being kept alive. So like the waters, the different types of waters that are flowing through the garden, and there was no rain, none of that. So we get all of that in that chapter. Adam is put in charge immediately of naming all the animals. So he's put to work immediately.
Yep.
And he notices while he's doing all of this, God notices that it's not good for him to be alone because everything else has a pair. Everything else has a helpmate in some sense. So God puts Adam to sleep, performs the first surgery, creates woman, because at this point she doesn't have a name. What else? He meets this woman.
Me too.
And he's spitting bars. He's like, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Like, that's Bay right there. And that is our first couple.
Yes.
And Chris wanted them to be husband and wife, which they are. They are husband and wife, but not in the sense that we describe.
Understand.
Yeah.
They may not have had the big ceremony and all that.
Yeah. But they were the two people that were on Earth and they were husband and wife.
I mean, it's literally like last man. Well, it's really his first.
Yeah.
First man. And right. Who else you going to be with, homie? You ain't got nobody else.
Yeah. And then it ends with us being told that they are naked.
Yep.
But unashamed.
Yep.
And it just stops there.
It just stops. That's the end.
Yeah.
And that's big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I think is also important that I just want to point out is the prohibition is given in chapter 2 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
To not eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Yep. And because the day that you eat of it, you will surely die. Yeah. You will die. And so we'll see some of that here.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So boom.